So today's topic is blogging. Last week we talked about SEO and the importance of it, search engine optimization, and it's all about providing relevancy. Blogging is one of the best ways that you can prove that you're relevant. Here's an example. Let's say that you have a website built. On that website, you make minimal updates for the next 5 years. What are the chances you have anything relevant on that website? Probably slim to none. But if you kept up with blogging, you're able to add content on a frequent basis. With many of our clients, we blog on a weekly basis, a bi-weekly basis, maybe once a month. But with that, there's new content being added to the website on a frequent basis. This creates relevancy. You're talking about things that are current, as to where a website that sits dormant with no blogging capability, it's not going to have anything changing on it unless you go in and manually change it, and typically it's just maybe pricing or just maybe updating your company history. There's no news, there's no updates about what's happening. And so here's how Google looks at that for relevancy. One, we talked about it, it's current events, things that are happening in your industry or happening around the services that you are offering. But Google looks at it and says, okay, I've indexed your website. I'm going to come back in a certain period of time and have you made any relevant changes? If the answer is no, Google's not going to come back to index your website for double the time period. And every time that happens, it continues to double the time period because you're proving to Google that you're not being relevant. The reverse is also true. During that checkup, if you have made relevant changes, let's say you had a blog article, they're going to say, oh, we found new content. We're going to come back in half the time to see if maybe you're going to produce even more content within that time period, and they'll continue to cut that time frame in half all the time. Think about major news networks. You might hear that someone famous passed away, and you Google it, and there's already information. This is breaking news. It just happened, and it's already indexed in Google. Reason being, most of those news sites have constant updates to the point to where Google is indexing them every few minutes to keep up with how many updates that they do within a day. And so you don't have to be that frequent, but based on your business, based on your industry, there's a time period that works best to make sure that you have blogging capability, keeping things current within your current website. All a blog is simply just you sharing thoughts about something happening specifically in your business, particularly maybe a case study, or your industry in general. Think about things relevant that you need to talk about that people are going to be looking for that you offer. That's blogging in a nutshell and why it's important.